Show. Everyone, one place to come where you want to learn how to take your skills, your talents, and your expertise and turn them into cold, hard cash. So, once again, I want to welcome everybody. And before we get our party started today, as always, I want to introduce to you some good content here. Okay, so first of all, number one, as we always say at the beginning of every show, grab your pens, grab your papers, grab your recording devices, or whatever you need to take a really good notes because we have a power packed show for you today. Now, number two, as always, I always like to introduce to you my illustrious co host and implementation strategist, Mr. Best Selling Author, Mr. R.L. Chance. Take it away, Mr. Chance.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Monetize You Show. This is Chance, U.S. Navy veteran, #1 best-selling author, and as Gail said, your implementation strategist. Listen, we want you to do a couple of things for us, which will also help you and others. So here's what we're going to do. Make sure you like, comment, and share. Today's show is awesome as usual. We have an expert in the house, and she's going to blow your mind with the content that she's sharing today. So make sure you do several things. As soon as you get in, like, comment, share. Those who may be listening on Periscope, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're listening, please feel free to comment, interact with one another. And I'll also be in the comment section there as well, commenting as the Monetize You Show. So if you do have any question for our guest, put them in now. She only has about 30 minutes, so we're going to go super fast on this, okay? So Gail, back to you. But make sure, guys, do it right now. If you're on, like, comment, share. Gail, tell us about today's show title and also introduce our wonderful guest.
All right, all right. So thank you, Mr. Chance. And actually, before I get to that, I always like to let people know what's going on. As the guests or the supporters of the show knows, I'm anywhere and everywhere in California. And so today I am in an area called Hacienda Heights. Which is absolutely fabulous. I'm staying in a really, really nice home. I have the best host I've just haven't met in a really long time. And so I'm inside the house. You may see some stirring around. Just wanted to let you know that's where I am. That's what I'm doing. And so I'll talk a little bit more about my Airbnb journey and how you can participate in it as well. So now, with that being said, as Chance mentioned, we have a Power Pack show for you today. This is an honor for me to introduce this young lady. I met her, I guess this must be going on year 3. We were on a different platform, a different kind of platform, and she was always spitting out the real deal when it came to digital marketing. She was the go-to person. She's still my go-to person anytime I have a problem when it comes to when it comes to the technical stuff. And she's just absolutely amazing. So she's in the digital marketing space. You will probably see her if you tune in to Biz Chicks every Tuesday, and I believe also she does it on Friday, but definitely on Tuesdays. She's the tech guru. She's the social media guru. Hey, what's the female version of guru? Guru S. Guru. Okay, that's what. But guess what? She's not just a guru. She's a duru because she do it. Okay, she gets it done. So I want to introduce to you Miss Terry Johnson. Come on down, Miss Terry Johnson.
Hello, everybody. Wow, what an introduction. I love that, Gail. And you're right. We met on that other platform we will not mention.
Yeah, well, the platform who shall not be named.
Yeah, not be named. I'm glad to be here today to talk about digital marketing. I mean,
yes.
Subject I could talk about, as Gail knows that I will geek out over certain.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. So here's the deal, y'all. Terry is the ultimate geek. I'm telling you. And in fact, about a month or so ago, I got something in my inbox that was talking about Anchor, right, which is the podcast platform. And I started reading it, and I said, you know what? I don't have to read this. Terry's going to put something out about it. And lo and behold, I went into our group, and that's what was going on.
Oh my God!
Yes, she keeps you up to date. So I want to make sure we get into the meat, into the content of this, because like I said, we have a really short time and a lot of people really want to know about this subject right here.
Oh, yes,
So,
yes.
yeah.
Let's get into it.
Yeah,
So
let's
I'm
get it.
glad to be here. Thank you guys for having me, because like I said, I could talk about digital marketing all the time. And, you know, I love to answer questions and help businesses out and figure out their digital marketing strategy, because I feel like digital marketing and being online as your business, there's a lot of opportunity for growth there, especially with social media marketing. It's just that
Exactly.
you have to have the knowledge. So I
Right.
like to bring the knowledge with a little bit of geek and a little bit of questions.
All right. I love it. I love your geekiness. So here's the deal. So this is what I want to know, like right up front. Okay. Because as you mentioned, and as the title indicates, there's a ton of noise. It's all of this social media stuff. And it can get you overwhelmed to a point where you don't do anything. So can you share with us? I always like to start at the beginning. So some basics, right? You know, what's called social media 101, digital marketing 101. What is it that if a person is just getting started, they just started an online business.
Yes.
Talk to us in the social media space. What platforms, I would say, should you be paying attention to?
Okay. Well, you know, getting started right now, I would say that you definitely, I know there's a lot of backlash against Facebook, but it's really the place to be. You just have to be a little careful because it has 2 billion users. I mean, that's a big pool of customers to pull from, but you have to make sure that your message is targeted, because you don't want to reach all 2 billion users. You just want the people that are interested in your business. So you want to reach them. So you want to do that. So Facebook and definitely Instagram. I mean, you can focus on some of the others, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn. But I think if you're just starting out and you want to say cast a wide net, Facebook and Instagram, because Instagram is coming up.
Yeah, because that's where I've been a lot more lately, in particular, learning that particular platform.
Yes, it's growing. It's growing. It's getting a lot of attention. Instagram is owned by Facebook, of course. A lot of people don't know that. Instagram is owned by Facebook. So if you're with this delete Facebook trend and you say you're going to Instagram, it's still the same boat. So you want to think about, how are you going to use the platform, first of all? And I like Instagram because it's visual. So if you are creative with visual, with imagery, with photographs, if you have a talent for that and you can take a really good photo of, say, your business or something surrounding your business, do that. And also write a caption about what you're doing. Give them the message, give them some information. Don't leave them hanging out and going, well, what is this photo about? Let them know what it's about and ask questions. That's how you get the engagement.
Okay. So since Instagram and Facebook they're owned by the same platform.
Yeah, Instagram on Facebook.
Okay, but the same kind of people that's on Facebook are not necessarily on Instagram. And one of the things I remember you said and when we had it in our title, we opened it up, was to connect with you don't want 2 billion, you want your audience.
You want your audience, but Facebook is just a wide net. You know, think of fishing. You know, you want to fish in a big pond, but you want to catch a certain kind of fish. So you want to have the right bait. That's the message that you're giving out. And you know that from your business. So if you're a person that makes jewelry, you know to look for people that are interested in jewelry. Or if you're in travel, you need to look for people that are thinking about taking a trip. And you can see that, you can search on these platforms and you'll see conversations. People talking about jewelry or people talking about they want to go on a dream trip. That's your invite to try to connect with them in some kind of way, not in a forceful kind of salesy way. You just really want to get to know them and say, hey, I hear that you are interested in going to Italy. Well, you know, my travel company has packages, Let you know, do you want to talk about them? Would you like to hear about them? And if they say yes, that's your invitation to have a conversation about your business. So you always want to have a conversation about your business instead of going, trying to sell. I mean, I know you want to sell. That's the objective of a business. But you want to finesse it. You know, you want to do a little sales, but you want to do it. Think of it as being at a cocktail party and you're getting to know people. You don't instantly go up and, hey, buy my this and that. You get to know them, what they like and what they dislike. And then you have a conversation and you say, hey, let's talk at a later date about your needs or about what you're interested in. So you do the same thing online. It works the same.
So, okay. So since you're saying that the two main, if we go to cast a wide net, if we're if we're relatively new to the digital space and we are going to use Instagram and Facebook,
right?
How do you best reach those people? So this is what I mean. You mentioned that Instagram was visual, and usually when you go on Instagram, you see photos and you're going to see video,
right?
Now on Facebook, you have photos and video too, but you have a lot more text. So how do you I want to say draw people into each of those platforms? Like one of the things I've seen on Instagram is like that's like the hashtag kingdom over there because that is what draws people. So can you talk a little bit about the differences?
Okay.
Between Facebook and Instagram and how you attract the people that you want.
Okay. So on Facebook, you used to be able to reach them with a business page and with organic reach. That's no longer the case. So with Facebook, you may want to look into Facebook advertising. I know it sounds scary, but if you get with the right person who has the knowledge, they can show you how to reach the people you need to and not spend a lot of money, because I hear horror stories of people spending thousands of dollars and not getting anything out of Facebook ads. But I feel like right now, the way Facebook is, organic reach is low. So you may want to look at Facebook ads, and you don't have to spend a lot to reach out to your target audience. If you're a local business, you want to keep it local. Don't think I need to, like I said, I don't need to reach all 2 billion users. I just need to reach the people that are probably in my area and those that are interested in my business, that they may not be in my local area, and I can reach them also. So Facebook ads right now is the best way. I mean, you could still do organic, but people aren't seeing the great, the great engagement rate that they used to have before.
Right.
Now with Instagram, it's a little bit different. You can still reach people organically. Like I said, it's a visual platform. So you have to make sure your imagery, your photos are sharp and, something eye-catching. You want to think eye candy. And then if you combine that with the hashtag, which are keywords, so the keywords for your industry, for your business, you turn those into hashtags. You just simply put the hash mark in front of them, and you have to do some research to find out which hashtags are the best ones. It's not hard to do. What you do is you search Instagram, and Instagram will tell you with the hashtags, there'll be a number next to it. Then there'll be, in the millions, or it'll be in the hundreds, or it'll be in the thousands. So you want to do a mix of high, medium, and low. So you want the ones that are maybe 1 million people are searching, and then ones that maybe 50,000 people, and then maybe even lower. You can have custom hashtags that are built around your business or your industry.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you don't want to reach everybody, because Instagram feed is going so fast that you may not be able to be seen in the feed. But you want to be seen if someone is coming back after the fact and looking at the hashtag. If that makes sense.
So that makes sense. So so then talk a little bit about then, because I'm thinking about all of this visual, especially when it comes to Instagram. How does the video, if you are now doing an Instagram live,
yes,
how does that play into your engagement?
Okay, so your Instagram live is going to be connected to where the people that follow you are going to see your Instagram live. They're going to see that. So that's the deal with that. But if you focus on Instagram stories, you can add hashtags to your stories and reach people that are not following you, and then you can get them to follow you to look at your feed.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that part. I didn't know that part. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should have come to you.
Right.
Because I didn't know
That's
that.
how you do it. That's how you do it. So think of Instagram as the feed, the live video part where you're talking to your audience that is already following you. And then Instagram stories is another section that allows you to reach people that aren't following you. But you can do a little, a little 15-second video on Instagram stories. So you can do photos and 15-second video on Instagram story.
Because I have always been confused. I'm like, what is the purpose of the stories? It doesn't stay. It only is there for 24 hours.
Listen, think of it as you have got something important to say right now, but it doesn't last forever, like a sale or a special deal, or you giving a coupon or something that's special in the moment, and it's not going to last. So you let them know there. And the thing is, Instagram stories is hot. It's the hot section of Instagram now. So people are going to check it out if they're following you and if they're following that hashtag that you use. So think hashtags.
That's okay. Okay. I didn't know that. So, so I get this question a lot. So if I have an Instagram and I've got Facebook.
Yes.
And I've now started my digital business.
Okay.
Should I create a new Instagram account and a new Facebook account for the business?
Okay, so let's think about that. If you really are serious about your business, you should definitely have a business Instagram account. You don't want to mix your personal with your business unless the two are, intertwined. A good example of that is Brian Fanzo. You know Brian Fanzo,
Yeah,
right?
I know Brian. Yeah,
he is a speaker. So he has, he was starting out with one Instagram and he was showing his kids and his daughters and, his life, but that's a part of his brand. So it's okay. But he recently broke out and made Instagram for his speaking gigs. So you need to think about how do the two things interact together? How does your personal life interact with your business? Is it a good fit? Then maybe. But if it's not, then have two separate ones. I know it's more work, but you're running a business, so you want to have a business presence.
Now, and so does the same thing hold true for your Facebook page? You should just have a business.
Well, see, Facebook, you can't. Facebook terms of service, you're not supposed to run your business from your personal profile. So you're supposed to have a business page. Okay. But people do run business from their personal profile, but they're not supposed to. Right. You're not supposed to.
Yeah. So, okay.
Right.
So can you talk a little bit about what do you see kind of coming up? So as you said, Instagram stories, that seems like that's the hotness right now, right?
Right.
I don't know, it's like, what about Periscope? What about, Twitter? What's like I said, I know you introduced me to Anchor, so.
Okay. All right. So that's a lot in the short time I have.
I know. So just keep it.
So like I said, if you're starting out and you're new, stick to Facebook and Instagram. Once you get comfortable with those, I would say have a presence on Twitter, but you don't have to have a heavy presence. I would use Twitter for searching, for doing research. After that, you can look at Pinterest, but Pinterest is visual. So you have to be really good with visual. You have to have really good, strong blog posts, photos, and imagery and photos that go along with it. But I would stick with Facebook and Instagram.
Stick with Facebook, stick with Instagram, and you're good.
Yeah.
Okay. So because like I said, I know we only have a little bit more time.
Right.
What else would you suggest a person do in the beginning to begin to build up that audience that they need?
Post quality. I'm sorry to interrupt, but
no, go ahead.
It's on my tip. We were just talking about this. Post quality content. Post a message that your audience wants to hear. Don't just post anything. I know people do quotes, but try to stay away from quotes unless it's something spectacular and you're going to get attention for it. Also, know what your audience wants to focus on. What do they like? What are they looking for? Do you have the answer to their problem and their question? Figure out a good way, a creative way to post that information on Instagram and Facebook. So stick with those things and you'll be fine.
Okay. That totally works. It totally works. Well, we're gonna have to have you come back because there's just I got all of this stuff going on that I
Definitely.
want to know. You know what they say? Inquiring minds want to know. So
Definitely.
I know that you have a page that you've just started for people to continue this conversation, continue to get help, and continue to move forward. So
right.
Talk about that. Let us know what that is.
Okay, so I have a group I'm starting. It's called Attention Necessary on Facebook, where we talk about ways of getting attention, especially for people that are just starting out with their brand and their business, because you need to know ways to get known and get seen. It's crowded and noisy in social media. So you need to have different ways and creative ways of, getting through the noise and saying, hey, look at me, check out my brand, check out my business and see what I'm about. So you can find that at attentionnecessary.com to sign up for that.
So say it again.
Attentionnecessary.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mr. Curtis, do you have that link? Oh, okay. Okay. Because I can't tell. Okay, cool. So, all right. So terrific. And then what else? I know you had one other place for people to go to find out more about you.
Yeah, you can go to my website, terryjohnsononline.com, or on Facebook, Terry Johnson Online. Just put that in, search, and you'll find the page.
I love it. I love it. Well, this is good, and I'm really glad because I learned two things that I did not know before. So
yes,
I'm hopeful that the people who are watching that they learn some stuff too. But Terry is a wealth of knowledge. She has so much knowledge when it comes to social media, and she'll help you get unstuck and unconfused and declutter because that's
what I do. That's my mission is to do that, and also be the geek.
And be the geek. Because that's the other thing too.
Yes, be the geek.
If you want to know what is going on, you need to follow Terry. You want to know what's going on. You hear about this new thing coming out. Okay, follow Terry because she's gonna be all on it. I'm just telling you.
Yes, I will be all over it. I'll be all over it.
And I love it. And the thing is, one of the best things is that she's able to break it down. So even though it's like, let her be the geek and soak it up, and then she can spit it out as the plain spoken person that helps you really break it down and understand what you should do, what you shouldn't do. That's the part I like. That's why I like everything.
Thank you, Gail.
If you can make it Gail proof, that's the thing. Make it Gail proof. I'm good.
Thank you so much. I'm glad I could help and talk about this digital marketing and getting your brand seen online and growing your business. I love to talk about those things. So if you want to know more, just follow me online. You'll find me.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Terry. Really, 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 really appreciate it. And I will be hollering at you, girl.
So, okay, thank you. Bye, guys. Right. Nice to see you.
Thanks.
Bye.
So everybody, so that was okay. Yes. So let me go into that. Okay. So this was good. We're gonna take a quick break. And we're going to show you a little something. We'll be right back, and we are going to continue on with the conversation. Hey, we are back. How you doing? So I'm really hoping that you guys got a lot out of that. I know that was really short and sweet, but we had to get it in. So for those of you who are just joining us, hello everyone. This is Gail Turner Brown. This is a Monetize You show. You know what it is. It's Tuesday. You know what's going on. And so I just want to thank everybody once again for being here. And so that was, except if you didn't catch the beginning, then you can go back and catch the replay. That was Terry Johnson, and she talked a lot about digital marketing and how to kind of cut through the noise, especially if you're just starting out. And that is something that you definitely want to know. So, so now with that, as most of you know, if you tune into the show, if you're just tuning in, I am on assignment. I'm on assignment. We're here talking about Airbnb, because as you know, Monetize You show is all about how do you take what you already have, already know, at your disposal and monetize it, right? So I left Maryland. I'm in California, and I've been traveling around, going to different Airbnbs, experiencing what it's like to be a guest, having conversations to determine what it's like to be a host. And it's been amazing. I've got some stories. I've got, some of the good, the bad, and some ugly. I had to make sure I mix all that in. And so what I wanted to do was, I was in a conversation with a host yesterday. She happens to be in Greece. And so what I did was I grabbed some of her images, and I wanted to share with you, because I put them all together. I put them in a video, and I wanted to share with you a little bit of Greece so you can get a little bit of an idea of what it's like to go on vacation using Airbnb in Greece. So I'm going to show you this short little clip of Greece. Be the one to come up, and therefore you'll get more visibility, more eyeballs on your listing, and as a result, you'll get more guests. You'll be able to increase your guests. So I wanted to let you know that I am holding right now something special for those Airbnb hosts that would like to have a video for their listing. I'm doing that. So I'm going to show you this little quick promo that I put together to let you know, hey, you need to contact me. So Mr. Curtis, if you could bring in my little quick promo so people can see what I'm offering. Is very short period of time. I decided I'm going to do this really quick. So if this is something you want, I'll let you take a look at that real quick. We'll be right back. All right, so that is that. So just make sure, connect with me if that is something that you want to talk a little bit more about. And with that, I am going to bring back to the stage Mr. R.L. Chance, and we're going to continue our digital marketing conversation, and then some more stuff. So I'm going to bring you back, Mr. Chance. Can you come on back up in here, brother?
All righty. I am here. I had a lot of experience here today by just listening to Terry. So it really was good. It was good. But I'd like us to continue, Gail, as far as, here's what I'm saying. The challenge that people have today is just that. There are too many things to do, too many of everything. So there are multiple platforms, there are multiple opportunities to advertise. There's so many different things to do. So I appreciated Terry coming on to kind of, share with us today what we can look for. I also would refer, if you're watching today and you are a business owner or looking to get known online or anything like that, go back also and review. We did a show with Dr. Tachi where she spoke about all the different media platforms as well. So that was in
Yeah.
season 1. That was one of our
That was
early
season
shows.
1.
I
Yes.
think it was before show number 10. So just look for the first 7 or so shows and go back and review that. So that is very important because, Gail, we can, the best platform is the one that works for you. No matter what you're doing, it is the one that works for you. Because the problem is any new platform, just like any business, any skill or talent, takes time. So some people jump on to different platforms, they try it out for 2, 3 weeks, and then they say it doesn't work. When you have to get acclimated to different things. So if you are good on one platform, if you are trying to branch out into another one, take your time or give it at least a little bit of a couple of months at least to see what's going on and if your audience is responding to it.
Right.
Anything else on that? What are your thoughts?
Well, yeah. Well, the other thing is, Terry hit on it, and I think that is always what we always have to keep in mind is not about the new shiny object. It's really
Yes,
about your customer, your audience. Who are you trying to reach? And so, as Terry mentioned, Facebook, that has the majority of the people on
that's a
it. Period.
given. That's a given.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
so you start with that. And then again, as she mentioned, then you can branch out. But you have to know your audience and know where they are hanging out.
that's right.
Trust me, if you sell homes, if you sell living assisted living facilities, let's say for instance, the majority of your customers are going to be at least over 65. They're not hanging out on Snapchat. I'm pretty sure they're not on Snapchat. So you don't want to be trying to build your Snapchat audience, talking about assisted living facilities. Or if
Right, right.
that's just not, because that's not where they're going to be. So you definitely should make sure you know where your audience is and you go to where your audience is. Because simultaneously, if you are 20, 25 years old and your main thing is that you are your makeup artist, and then you know what? You definitely want to be over on Instagram. You definitely want to be over Instagram because that's where they are. You want to be on Instagram, you want to be on YouTube because that's where the millennials are. And there are a lot of women that's over there. They always trying to figure out how to contour this and how to shape that and how to do the smoky eyes and all of that. It's interesting. I've watched a few of them, and I'm like, okay, all right, okay. And I just put on my little lipstick and I keep it moving. That's it. That's it. But so you have to know your audience, and I think that's the most important thing that we would probably want to drive home. Know your audience, and I like what Chance said because he says it to me a lot: is take one thing, learn one thing really well before you start moving off to something else.
And I know it's a challenge to do that. Don't get me wrong, but the reality is, yes, spreading yourself and your resources too wide is kind of problematic because again, it does take time to see results. But because, for example, let's take Facebook. So Facebook, like we said, is the big, the big Don Juan, right? So
Right.
with Facebook, you have to see the analytics, the metrics behind your customers. You got to know them, to see their pattern. You got to observe it. And if you're just starting out, sometimes it takes even as long as 3 months to see the consistency. If you, let's say some people do boosting, right? Which is really not the best strategy even. It's better to run a pure ad than to simply do a boost. But even if you do that, what's the response like? So it makes no point in keep boosting if you're not looking at the metrics every week or month to see what's happening. Otherwise, you just
Right.
boosted for what? But remember, there's something happening right now with Facebook, as Terry mentioned. The the search, the organic reach is not the same. Facebook is doing that because they want you to pay. So it's like every time I open my my Facebook, I get a message from Facebook telling me to boost. Is every single post I make, they tell me to boost it. There's a reason they're doing that. For one, is like because it's down, Facebook wants you to pay. So, but I want also people. Some of you who want to delete, that's your business. I'm with Terry on that. But here's the whole point: don't delete simply because of the hype. You want to look, because I did download. I posted something on Facebook the other day about that, like the privacy issue, it seriously is a concern, Gail. And I went in there, I posted a link, by the way, for those, you can go both on Strategic Secrets Facebook page and the Monetize You Show Facebook page. And there's a link that we posted. If you want to see the information that Facebook has on you personally, you can download. It's a big file, Gail. From the very first day I started Facebook, Facebook has everything that I've liked, commented. But interestingly, when I look at that, it also says which marketers or agency has your information. I was shocked. But here's what, no, seriously, it is scary. So I would delete my account for that purpose if I were going to do it. It would be for that. But here's what I noticed. It gave me some juicy information because I also saw my own self as an ideal avatar, because every single detail that I had on there is like, hold on, this is the kind of person that I also want to reach. So now I can plug back in my own profile and target people who are just like me with every single profile or everything that I noticed Facebook had on myself. So that's kind of something you want to look at. So Facebook is not necessarily say pushing people out. What it is now you got to pay to reach people. So that's what it has come to. It's not to get off the platform. Rather, it's now, if more than ever before, now you truly need to be paid to advertise on Facebook.
Right. So here's the thing. This is what I know for sure. and this goes with all of the platforms, especially all of the ones that are free. You should be careful about what you're putting out there anyway. You know, there's no reason to put everything out there. I mean, I've heard people, and actually I've seen it, you know, people they've gotten divorced online. People have sent, you know, I'm breaking up with you. They have had fights with each other, all of that stuff. You know, it's like, why are you putting all of this out there? Why are you putting every time you eat? I don't need to see your food every day. I mean, that has absolutely no interest to me whatsoever. So you don't have to put every single thing about yourself out there. Now, the other thing that I've done is, I mean, I did this before all of this stuff took place, but I'm going to go back, like you mentioned, to pay attention to the privacy and everything. But if you don't want somebody to have your phone number, you can use a Google number. It doesn't have to be your personal number. If you don't want someone to have your address, you can come up with a different address. Because one of the things I have noticed that some people have done, you know, you have two people are together, somebody gets mad at the other, and so they would post the other person's address out just for spite, and people would start they would start ragging on them. You know, I've seen it on Twitter actually. A couple of days ago, one of the someone got angry with one of the Parkland victims and started posted out the teenager's home address, and you know, and people started possibly even going to that person's house. You don't want to do that. So you don't have to put all of your specific information out there. That's one thing. The other thing though is, as we've said, if you're using these platforms for business, then keep it business. And if you don't want your business out there, stop telling everybody your business on Facebook. You know, you just don't do it.
Well, that's the reality. I think you're right. As Terry mentioned that too. You know, get your personal account for your personal stuff, and your business account should strictly be business. Another thing is too, which I like what Micah Hyatt did. He's well known in the online space, but the reality is he mentioned the fact that even with his personal Facebook page, it's just for friends and family. It's not for anybody else who wants to contact him. He has a public profile page. So you can have your personal public profile page, and then even a business page also along with that. So that might be suitable for like professionals and so forth. So you have your personal profile will be for you to have just your family and your friends, nobody else, right? That's just it. You want to send them personal messages and so forth, only they can contact and so forth. Then if you want more people to connect with you on a personal level, but not necessarily as a business, then have a public profile page. That's a business page as well, but it's a public profile. And so that's where you send people. That's where you see a lot of celebrities, movie stars and singers and so forth. They have a public profile page. But their
Okay.
personal page, we can't see that. We don't have access to that. And so
Right.
that it might be something you want to consider. And that's good because you're right. You might be in some industries, you are the brand. And you might
Right.
have a business and that is separate also. So you might want to have a personal brand. That's you. You represent the company. So have a public profile. But again, on your your public figure page, don't post personal stuff about your friends and family that you don't want everybody
Exactly.
to see either.
Right.
So it's just kind of, staying in your lane a little bit on those things.
Right. And the other thing to keep in mind, I know this is the case for Facebook. Once you post it, it's kind of like no longer yours. Once you
That's
put
right.
it out there, it belongs to Facebook, and they can do with it whatever they want to do. So just make sure that you one, obviously, that you have a copy of everything that you put out, because a lot of people have been on Facebook for a long time, and it's like, hey, I didn't even remember. I've seen stuff, how they bring up that memories, and I'm like, dang, I forgot all about that. I forgot I posted that. And so yeah, so you just want to also kind of keep that in mind if privacy is an issue.
Yeah, I think
And
we both.
so
I think people should just go on Gail and actually go on that link because you owe it to yourself also to see what information is out there because it's not the information that you even think you gave Facebook. Like I was actually shocked to see everything that I've even liked. I mean, come on.
yeah, see, I
So
didn't think
they're
of that.
keeping that data because if you liked it, it means that you might be interested in it. So that's how they're able now when you're running ads. So because when we set up Facebook ads, it actually goes question for interest. So anybody who likes this, and so you got to be very careful. Careful how also people tag you into different things. People are tagging you, and then
Yeah,
that kind of ties you to it, and you might not even be in there. So that's why, for me personally, I get tagged frequently in political stuff, and certain other maybe religious kind of stuff. I don't allow most of those to be on my page when people tag me on there, so they can appear on my timeline
right,
because I am not, for one, in line with what you're saying, but also because I represent several different, I guess, industry of people. I'm a professional, I'm a pastor, and I have my own personal family views. So I
exactly.
can't really allow everybody who want to say, "Hey, Chance, you're my friend, so therefore I think you might want to be an advocate for this particular, political thing." So you have to be careful because once you align yourself with that, Facebook now targets you and advertisers can target you. So
Right.
please, everybody ought to download it, Gail. I think you'd be shocked. You really
I'm
would be
sure I
shocked to
will.
see what they have on you.
Ah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But
So
besides that, if you are in business, it would behoove you to learn the rules as opposed to eliminating the platform. Because here's the deal, people. This is where we are. This 21st century. Okay, it's 21st century. If you want to get out there, this is one of the platforms you do need to have a presence on. Period. You just need to
or
know
if
what
you
the
really
rules
want
are.
to, you can get out. I mean, the reality is people can do what they want, but you're
I
right,
mean, yeah, you
business,
can.
for doing business, you're gonna need it. Or at least
Exactly.
if you pay an ad agency to maybe run your stuff for you, then that's another.
That's
But
different.
yeah,
Exactly.
you're gonna have to really have a presence. Yeah,
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
So that's the deal. So all right. So Miss Chance, what else we got? Because we got a little bit more time, and I know you've got some stuff going on. So let's talk about you and what else you got.
All right. Well, first of all, we want to always let you guys know if you have an online presence or you want to make it into the online space, we recommend two wonderful resources. And these helps us also to bring these weekly programs to you. So we want you to check out Get Response. Get Response is one of the best email marketing platforms. And by the way, they just came up with an awesome new addition. If you install it on WordPress, they have some wonderful new updates on there. So I'm really loving
Mm,
that. I think I sent Mr. Brooks a text message on that this morning because I got an email from them. So it's pretty good. So Get Response, that handles all your marketing needs. It can even do landing pages. It can do a whole lot of bells and whistles. The next thing is if you want to host your website, we recommend Bluehost, not simply because we use it, but it has great reviews, and also they have an uptime of 99 point something percent. And so go ahead and check out the monetizeyourshow.com/Bluehost, and you will get some wonderful pricing on those packages as well. Now, Gail, so you can come back on. Let's bring it on together. So I really want to end up with this. You know, this is the second quarter. And even us here, we ourselves going to have some powwow assessment conversation right after this show. Ladies and gentlemen, the first quarter is gone. It's not coming back. And we all need to assess where we are, what we're doing, how we are progressing on our goals. Like, time is seriously important. Let me just put it in perspective. I'm a part of a large community here where I am. Just this first quarter already, we had someone who had a serious car accident, 2 people diagnosed with cancer. What else drama that we recently heard? You know, well, good news too. One lady had a baby. Her life just changed. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, you don't have a lot of time to play with. Time is not a renewable resource where you can start over every day, every week, every month, every quarter. But the reality is you're not getting that time back. So you can always start a new leaf whenever you want to. But the reality is we got to get serious on achieving our goals. And again, if people are behind financially, not doing well in business, like, you need to make some hard decisions. And one of the tools that we recommend for you to set goals, because if you're not intentionally, that's the operative word, Gail. If we're not intentionally working towards our goal in a systemic way, we're not going to achieve the results that we're looking for. And then we give ourselves an easy pass at the end of the quarter. You can't do that as a business owner. So I recommend the 100-day challenge, right? Go to the monetizeyourshow.com/100-day challenge. That's 100-day challenge, because this is on the screen right there. So this program, Gail, I've used it. I'm using it every single time. I just, finish out the first quarter there too, had my own assessment. And now I was talking to a friend today too, because he's like, man, I got to do this. I said, brother, first quarter is over. So, this is second quarter. So you just want to talk about it. That's your business. But I'm like, this quarter, I got to hunker down. So this quarter, and I'm holding you guys hold me accountable. Like, I got 2 books that I need to get out. So minimum of 1 book has to come out this particular quarter, right? Some of you have seen book covers. I've asked you for feedback on some covers. And so it's no playing around. It's time for you to achieve your goals. There's some of you who are on here, you playing around with this online business. Online is crucial. It is where we are going next. Isn't that right? Mr. Brooks, I said Curtis Brooks even yesterday, Gail. Feel free to chop in. Now, we've been telling you that it's been a shift. This whole entire book is a research about the shift that is taking place, and many people are still absent with their business, if they should be online. This is no longer if you should be online. Like, you need to be online. So even, for example, we talk about, the Mormons who comes door to door, Gail. They come and knock on everybody's door. I sent him an article yesterday because I think, and it's actually in Newsweek, reputable news source. Newsweek put out an article saying that even the Mormons have changed up their stuff. They're not going door to door like they used to. They're using Facebook. They're using advertising to get people, and then they put them into a funnel. So in other words, they're reaching out to you with ads and different things. When you respond, then somebody contacts you, and I'm like, listen, man, it's over. It's a game changer here. So I'm saying,
well, I think that's the perfect. I personally think that's an awesome idea.
It is.
Get your perfect audience to come to you,
right? And it's less money, and not only that, but some of these guys who be riding on these bicycles for 2 years at a time. Hey, man, listen, I'd rather sit down in the AC and work some ads and get people and book a call, and then I can go to their home rather than just, man, because I see them in my neighborhood sometimes, you know what I mean? And I want to say, like, brother, bless your heart, and even sometimes I do go do that as well, I just canvas. But the thing is, man, things have changed, Gail. And so this is a powerful opportunity. Like, the internet is the wave of the future. Like, we're not going back. It's only going to get better. So you have to decide right now to choose. We have talked about so many different business opportunities, so many different things you do. Figure out one or two and get busy. You gotta be online. So your goal, if you're not online for this quarter or your business is not utilizing online, please make that a priority for this second quarter and get online. Don't think about it. Get online. It's better to get online, try one or two things and move on, rather than simply keep researching and watching about it, because the train is moving, baby. The train is moving. And so you can move with us. We've been teaching you. We brought on people who making six figures. Like, what more? Like, how many shows we done now?
I know. I can't even.
Right? We done did at least 40 something shows, and you still asking whether or not online works. Like,
exactly. And in fact, let me tell you, I just you just made me think about something. I was watching something today. I was watching he's an Airbnb host, and he was doing a video. He was on YouTube. Check this out. Mm-hmm. He was in Guatemala because he wanted to learn Spanish. Okay, so he was in Guatemala at an Airbnb. He had, I think it was like 7. He said it was like a family of 7 people that he's learning Spanish from. But he's running multiple properties. He's a property manager. He's an internet marketer. Mm-hmm. So he helps Airbnb hosts to optimize their listings. So he has an online business. He's in a whole nother country just because he wanted to learn another language. And so that's the other thing too. And I'm not going to say this works with absolutely every business, but the majority of the businesses, if you're doing what Chance is saying and you're getting online, it also can free up your time to go do some of the things that you really wanted to do, that you've always said you wanted to do. You don't have to wish it and think and hope and maybe and once I retire and all of this stuff, right? You can do it.
That is
right. Exactly. And so, and I have met so many people since I've been traveling around like this, who that's what their whole thing is. I wanted to find a business that I could do online and that I could do anywhere. I don't have any boundaries. I don't have any. It's like that's the only thing I look for is a good internet that I can plug into. I said, if you whatever country it is, if it's a good internet, then I'm good. And that's what people are looking for, because life is it's short. And I keep recognizing it more and more every day, because I realize my time ahead is not as much as it used to be.
We're moving into different brackets every single day.
I know. Oh man, look.
We ain't got to tell them on this show. Tell them the next show. Yeah, we got to wrap it up. But here's the thing. You're right. We're moving into different brackets, guys, with age and everything. And so the reality is, seriously, I want you guys to pick one major goal and go to that website. Curtis, if you bring up that link again, themonetizeyourshow.com/100-day challenge. I want you to bring it up. Guys and gals, listen, we know that this thing works, all right? It doesn't matter. We've covered all different types of online businesses that people can do, or you can integrate with your brick and mortar business, because that's what it's about. So whether it's advertising, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, the whole 9, whatever it is, all of those are business model. Whether you're doing email marketing, affiliate marketing, copywriting, it doesn't matter, blogging, all of these are all ways that people are making 6 and 7 figures on the internet. You just got to pick one. I had a friend of mine who recently we stayed with from our cruise. We spent a few days with him, and I was showing him, teaching him about different things online. We spent one entire day, and then I said, hey, you know what? I learned from Anik. You go check out Anik Singh's videos. And he took his 21-day program, and he just, man, you should see his text this morning to me. He said, listen, he didn't even spend 21 days, girls. He hunkered down. That's the kind of attitude we talked about. He completed all the 21-day stuff in about 3 to 5 days. And now he said, listen, bro, he said, I can't believe you be hiding this for so long. I said, I haven't been hiding it. You guys just not be paying attention. Because we got the book. I got my book. We got this show. I got blog posts. You guys on my email list. You've been playing around because you guys been, So it wasn't until I had to even open my account to show him, here, here's some fun, here's money we made from here, here's money, so you can see, because some people, they're just not seeing. And if you guys need help, we are here to help coach you. I can coach you. Gail can coach you. Mr. Brooks can coach you if you need video marketing. Gail is an expert when it's come to us. She's picking up a new skill also with the Airbnb opportunity. So I'm here pretty much to help you implement, no matter what you're doing, we are here to help you implement and take action. So please, please, you owe it to yourself, man. Imagine if you were diagnosed with cancer tomorrow, next week, then what are you going to do? Imagine if, right now, your mom says, I need some financial support. Can you do it? Or your friend or somebody else. Can you do it? Right? We're talking about opportunity here. We're talking about lifestyle. We just came back from Africa this year. The reason we're able to do that because we have support, we have teams, and other people have systems. They can leave their businesses and go do stuff. That's freedom. That's the kind of freedom we're talking about. So you got to make a decision this quarter to seriously stop playing around. Stop looking at our show and simply keep wondering if it works. We're not going to bring you people who are not working the system. We're bringing you the experts. You see in their online pages, they are doing this stuff and they're making the money. They have the proof is in the pudding. Stop beating around the bush. Pick a stuff. And if by the end of next quarter you're not on here, I want to block some of you. How about that? Because I don't want you to keep watching. I want you to watch, but don't watch only. Take action. All right. So you have one more quarter. And if you haven't got on the online space, we're going to have to say, listen, go somewhere else. It's about taking action. Now, I know that might seem kind of difficult, but I'm just telling you, because I'm here too. I'm an action taker. Like, I don't want tire kickers. If you want to do tire kickers, keep watching YouTube videos. But we're not into tire kicking. We are trying to build people, businesses, and we're trying to go somewhere. If you're not trying to go anywhere, then you're probably not the right audience for us. That's just how it is. That's Chances Rant today. I love you. Thank you for watching. You take it away.
Look, y'all, I have nothing to say.
Amen.
Thank you very much. That's it, okay? He brought it on, okay? Y'all had church on Sunday. Y'all having church again today on Tuesday. I'm just letting you know. But he's definitely telling you the real deal. So with that being said, everybody, I appreciate you guys being on here. As always, we love to thank Mr. Curtis Brooks Media Production. As Chance mentioned, if stop playing around. If he can get you up and running on the tech side of doing live streaming, he can also help you with your email marketing. He can also help you if you need a sales page. Okay, we keep taking away the excuses for you. We bringing people here. It's not like you don't know who they are. Okay, they're right here. So take advantage of that, and we will make sure to tune in on Thursday for Make It Happen Thursdays, and we will see you next Tuesday for the next episode of the Monetize You Show. And as I say in every show, if you can imagine it, you can monetize it. See you guys next week. Peace.